My name is Andrew Shepard. I'm a local boy from Chico. My obsession for drugs and alcohol started relatively young. First time I got drunk, I think I was 15, and I absolutely loved it. Started smoking weed at the same time. When I was drunk, I wasn't nervous. Can you hear me? Oh, gotta get in there. Okay. All my nerves and the stress from the world was relieved by alcohol. Shortly after that, I started having major jaw surgeries, and I developed an opiate addiction that developed into a heroin addiction. And I found methamphetamine too. And so I had these addictions and was just running wild. Years later, I found myself on the streets homeless. I lived like that for about 6 years. And then I had this great idea that I wanted to make some quick money to support my heroin addiction, so I was going to commit some armed robberies. And it didn't go so well. Ended up in prison, and it was a blessing. Going to prison saved my life, and I found God again, and I decided that I was going to change my life, and I wasn't going to be a recidivism statistic, and I was going to show probation and the DA and the judge that wouldn't let me go to rehab, that I could do it, that they were wrong about me and all the fine things that they had to say about me that weren't true. Well, they were relatively true, but I was going to prove them wrong. Let's just say that, and I did. And you know, when I got to prison, I was fortunate enough that I would learn how to train service dogs, and so my cellmate was a service dog, and little things started to happen, and you know, I really saw how God had my back, and God had a plan for me. When I got out of prison, so I was supposed to do 6 years. Fortunately, because of good things I did, and I believe God, and some good circumstances, that I got out 3 years early. And when I did, I stayed a month at the Johnson House, which was a blessing. You know, I had to prove to my family that I was actually going to do this, that I was serious about my recovery. And I did that. And finally, my mom let me back home to her house. And, you know, I put my family through a lot with the choices I made. And, you know, to hear my mom tell me that she's proud of me today, that's a big thing. Anyways, I rocked parole, discharged my number within a year. It's an easy thing when you're doing the right things in life and staying clean and sober. I started coming here to Hope Commons, to Serenity, and I met an amazing woman who became my wife. We got married here in December. I work at a church. I'm a custodian at a church. I'm active in recovery. You know, I've done secretarian meetings, and found a sponsor, and I work the steps. And I recently I'm going back to school, and I'm going to get a degree in chemical dependency counseling. And I'm going to help people like me to get off the streets and show them that they can do it. And that you don't have to be what you were in your past. And your future is beautiful, and there's so many opportunities, and doors will open if you're doing the right things in life. I always think back to, you know, hearing what the DA had to say to me and about me during my case, and that just gives me motivation. You know, when things are bad, that's a good thing, because you know things are going to get better, and if you work hard, they will get better. My life is great today. I'm a stepdad. I never thought I'd be a father. I'm a stepdad to 2 beautiful girls. I'm a good member of my community today, and I owe it to recovery. And to everybody out there that's helped me along the way. And so, thank you, everybody. And yay, recovery!